Trust in a relationship is its most valuable resource, and once it's gone, you may never find it again. On today's case, Ms. Rivera says that's the situation she's in now. She thought she married a faithful partner, but now she fears she married the opposite, a serial cheater. Ms. Rivera says she has more than enough evidence to prove her husband is a cheater, but he's refusing to confess. Now she's had enough and says if he refuses to tell the truth today, she's ready to say adios to this relationship. Will her husband come clean, or is this the end of the road? Let's hear their case.
Court is now in session. The Honorable Judge Starr presiding. Your Honor, this is the case of Rivera versus Mariani.
Thank you very much. Ms. Rivera, Mr. Mariani.
Yes, Your Honor.
Ms. Rivera, you say after 18 years of marriage, you're ready to call it quits. You claim that Mr. Mariani has broken your vows and has committed adultery. And today you want your freedom back.
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Mariani, you are heartbroken to hear this because you say you have never been unfaithful in your marriage. Today you are going to plead to this court and to your wife to rethink these thoughts of divorce.
Yes, Your Honor.
That's wonderful. What gets us here today, Ms. Rivera?
Okay, Your Honor. You know, I love him. I want him to come to tell me the truth. The stuff that I've seen, I've heard, which he continues to deny, but I know the truth. To me, I know he is cheating.
So you say that after 18 years of marriage, you know your husband?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, Mr. Mariani, I kind of speak your wife's language. Let me hear what you have to say.
When I first met her and we started dating and we got together, I fell in love with her.
Are you still in love with her?
I'm still in love with her. Yes, I am. And I want it to continue.
Oh, you liar.
But with these accusations, it's very hard.
Ms. Rivera, how did you meet and what went wrong?
I went out to eat with a friend of mine to a Chinese buffet. And it so happens, as I'm walking in, he's sitting there with a family member. The family member is coming on strong, you know, onto the friend. Oh, I want to get with you. Oh, how about if I paint your body? And he was just there into his food, you know, not disrespecting us.
You thought he was a nice man.
Yes, yes. He is a nice man, but I think he's a liar.
You go from this was the right one out of this group of people to now I think he's a liar and a cheat. What went wrong? Be very specific.
Okay, Your Honor. One day, I came home, and he said that he's taking care of himself. I found that weird, because I was at work, and I came home, and he said he was just thinking about me. Okay, well...
You mean taking care of himself sexually?
Yes.
Okay.
So I found that strange. And then I had a feeling I was going back and forth. I was back and forth for like a month, traveling. He wouldn't answer my calls. He was with a family member, so he says. So anyway, I get home, and while he's asleep, he has a iPhone. I go, Siri, take me to my last dating site. Oh, Siri is awesome. She took me back and took me to him FaceTiming another woman.
Whoa, you smart.
Yes.
She didn't try to look up no text messages. She Carmen Santiago up in this piece. You see what I'm saying? You went and found the information.
Yes, ma'am.
Your Honor,
yes,
Your
Your
Honor,
Honor.
it was an ex. What happened was that a family member spoke to me about the ex. And I was
now
just
she's
like,
an
okay,
ex?
and...
What did your family members speak to you
an
about?
ex
What
now.
did what?
That they seen her on Facebook, my ex, that they seen on Facebook.
I thought she
And-
was an ex.
Mind you, Your Honor, I don't have no Facebook or anything
No,
like that.
I'm still
So,
trying to say. So your family member
Yes,
reaches
just told
out to
me-
you to say,
Yes.
I saw your ex on
Yes, and
Facebook
they
or whatever.
sent me a picture.
And keep going.
And then that's what started. So one thing led to another, and I did call her up.
So
I did call her up.
nope. One thing does not lead to another. Because there's no reason for you to have to talk to that ex unless there was a friendship there. You weren't on the Facebook, so you weren't trolling her and she wasn't trolling you. So you had to make a decision.
Thank you.
Yes, and I made it. It wasn't a smart decision.
There it is, and that's what we need to talk about right there. Okay, so
And I
that's
apologize
you
for
say,
that also, Your Honor. But it still
No,
continues.
because you lied and said you didn't know her.
Right.
You didn't
No.
know anything.
Well, no, what
she
I-
was
what I-
nothing to you.
Right, she wasn't nothing to me,
No,
but an
but
ex.
you never even. I just finding out
was-
she's an ex. He said they were just friends.
No.
I'm just finding out now.
When you
No,
say
Your Honor,
yes,
that is totally a lie.
how long ago did you find out that the actual person on the FaceTime was somebody that he had dated previously?
Just now I'm finding out. Right now as we standing here.
Your Honor, she's lying.
He's saying she's
Because
an
when,
ex.
when we first
you
got
said
together,
you didn't even know her, she was a friend from school.
No, when we first got together,
Oh.
Your Honor, this was before we got married. I was calling my ex's mother, and I was trying to get
But
a
what?
hold of her, and she said, you know, you've been doing this so much. What's going on here? What's going on here? And then I stopped.
And it's not the only time. One day, he never associates with any of my friends. None of them. Wouldn't even open the door for them. He'll come and tell me, look, so-and-so is at the door, and lock himself in the room, you know? And I will go open. This certain day, this person came. She's in my living room, I'm in my bedroom shower. When I walk out of there, Your Honor, she's on her knees, okay? He's sitting back on the recliner. I didn't know she was even in the house. And then I asked her, what are you doing? Oh, I was just checking the cable. Checking the cable box? Isn't
Your
that
Honor,
his job?
This is
the cable box
totally false.
You-
This is
oh,
what happened
you-
with this
oh,
situation.
you
and
are lying.
And it only happened one time, Your Honor.
You're
one
lying,
time.
I can guarantee you one thing. A woman who comes out of her bedroom in her house from her shower will never forget the time she saw another woman on her knees
And
in
it
the
was-
room with her husband.
Okay, but guess
Thank
what?
you.
Baby,
Guess
you
what?
will never
She was-
be able
no,
to
no.
convince me.
Yes.
Your Honor,
All I want to know is, were you sitting in
I was sitting in my
and
recliner.
was the lady on her knees?
No, she was not.
Oh,
Your
you're a
Honor.
liar.
She was coming close to me, and she was bending down, and I was just like, nope, don't want no part of this.
Oh.
That's because she invited her.
No, that's
She
a lie,
invited her to the
Your Honor.
house.
Oh,
She
that's
invited
a
her to the
lie.
house. She said,
you
I
a
want to
liar.
check.
Order in the court. Order in the court. Order in the court.
You're
One
lying.
time.
I can guarantee you one thing. A woman who comes out of her bedroom in her house from her shower will never forget the time she saw another woman on her knees
And
in
it
the
was-
room with her husband.
Okay, but guess
Thank
what?
you.
Baby,
Guess
you
what?
will
She
never
was-
be able
no,
to
no.
convince me.
Yes.
Your Honor, I was sitting on a
recliner.
a recliner.
Sitting
and
back.
Sitting
back.
This is what happened. She called up that friend.
No.
All I want to know is, were you sitting in?
I was sitting in my
And
recliner.
was the lady on her knees?
No, she was not.
Oh,
Your
you're a
Honor.
liar.
She was coming close to me, and she was bending down, and I was just like, nope, don't want no part of this.
Oh.
That's because she invited her.
No, that's
She
a lie.
invited her to the
Your Honor.
house. She
That's
invited
a
her to the
lie.
house. She said,
you
I
a
want to
liar.
check. Your Honor,
Oh my God.
This is what she said.
He told me you're
My
a
friend.
liar.
Order in the
Okay,
court.
let's go.
Order in the court. Order in the court. Order in the court. Okay, Miss Mariani, you admit that the woman was moving
And
in
he
your
never told me that.
direction.
He never told
Because
me
of
that.
her fault, yes.
No,
Because
that's
she's
a
the one
lie.
that invited her.
That's a lie, Your
She
Honor.
invited her, and she
That's a
wanted
lie.
to see
I was in the shower.
how much of
I
a
didn't even
friend
know
she was,
she
telling
was
her
there.
that I was there
You're a
to be there
liar.
for her. And
He's
she made
a
believe.
liar.
She said she called her up and made believe that it was me.
That was a different situation,
Okay, no, that
Your
was it.
Honor.
One and only
That-
time.
Please, one at a time.
That came
That was
out
the only
after.
one and only time.
So wait a minute.
That was only one time.
So
that she did it.
what
That-
worries me is she says that she remembers this very specifically and
Yes.
coming out of the shower and
Yes.
the woman
No,
was...
she wasn't in the shower.
I was in the
Actually,
shower,
she
Ronnie.
was in the closet.
No,
and she told
that's
me to
a
be
different
quiet.
occasion.
One at a time.
So I'm very curious, is there a second occasion?
Oh,
No,
yes,
there was
Your
not.
Honor. Yes.
So tell me about the second
No, there was
occasion.
not.
Okay. After I caught that situation going on, yes, I texted her and I said I was leaving town. I told her her, you know. So and then I texted her again, pretending I was him, okay? And I texted her and said, oh, she's leaving town. She's going to her mom's. You want to meet up with me? She texted back, sure, when? I said, and me.
As him.
I said, I'm not home right now, but go to the house and you can get comfortable. Your Honor, did she not come into the house, went into my bedroom, started getting undressed, getting comfortable? I told him, then I called him, and I told him what was going on. Then she started fixing herself up and said, oh, this don't feel right. He came home. I wanted to jump out that closet and, but he came home, and then now they talking for a while in the living room. All right, I didn't come out. I left out the back door. I was done. That's the second time. So do you mean the first time she was coming on to you, and after y'all told me she was checking the cable box, when the cable box was all the way on the other side of the house?
Mr. Mariani, I have figured this out. I finally got it now. Okay, now, Ms. Rivera is emotional, but she came out of a shower in her house and found this so-called friend in a situation that looked like it was a potential entanglement, as they say, okay?
So that night, I went to bed. I left my phone recording. He knows the recording. You could hear him. It says, is it in? Don't stop. Now, and then you hear a female.
So you telling me he's having phone sex
while I was sleeping?
If you'd like your case to be heard on divorce court, call us toll-free at 1-877-311-2222 or log on to our website at divorcecourt.com. Missed a show? Watch full episodes on our streaming platforms and follow us on social media for exclusive content. But she came out of a shower in her house and found this so-called friend in a situation that looked like it was a potential entanglement, as they say, okay? And your behind is sitting up in there like you was ready to enjoy it. That's what she saw, but she wasn't sure. So the next time she had the opportunity, she set you up to find out if there was something else going on. She knew Miss Thing was a homewrecker, but she wanted to see just how far and complicit you were. So she pretended she was you and had her come on over there and interpret what get comfortable would mean from you. Because, see, if my girlfriend texts me, meet me over at the crib, or I'm not there, your brother's over there, because that's what we call our friends' husbands. Your brother's over there, but you can go ahead and make yourself comfortable. I'm going to go in, and my shoes gonna come off, and I'm about to put Law and Order on the TV. That's how I get comfortable in my girlfriend's house. Okay? I don't go up in there and go in her bedroom and start taking my clothes off.
Thank you.
That's not how one gets comfortable in their girlfriend's house when they're expecting the girlfriend husband to show up. So let me tell you something. I wasn't there, Ms. Rivera, but I can tell you right now, if it happened anyway like I just described,
it sure did.
It was like I was there, okay? Mr. Mariani, I'm gonna tell you right now, you might not be cheating, bruh, but you thinking about it.
Oh, so that night, I went to bed. I go to bed. He's rubbing my hands midnight. The only time you rub my hand is to help me go to sleep. So why are you rushing me to sleep? Anyway, okay, I let him. I was in a bad mood. I left my phone recording. Something gave me that. So I left the recording on the edge of my bed. He knows the recording. You could hear him. It says, is it in? And then it goes on. And then you hear the, don't stop. That's him. Don't stop. Now, and then you hear a female.
So you telling me he's having phone sex
while I was sleeping? I thought he had somebody in my house. You hear him, is it in? And then you hear him relieving himself and holding himself. Like, that way he doesn't wake me up.
It's me in the recording.
Okay.
So you heard the recording?
Yes.
Yes. She
Who's the other voice?
She showed it. She made a lot of people listen to it.
So
but,
you know it exists?
Yes.
Yes, I do. But guess what? That's me in the recording, and the only other person that I would be or doing something like that with is her.
You're a liar.
She's the only
we
one.
haven't done
I've never, Your Honor, I've never cheated on this woman, and I don't plan to.
You
and
hear
what
me
I want to do
snoring.
One at a time, please. One at a time.
And what I want to do is make this work between us. Okay?
Oh, no.
This is what I'm trying. No, this is what I've always done, Your Honor. With these accusations, this is not the first time I'm in court, Your Honor. Every day of my life, right now, so far, since this happened, okay, with these lies that she's saying.
Why is this woman in y'all's life?
She was, I don't know.
She was her friend.
Oh, but listen.
Her friend, and I didn't like her from the beginning.
It has to be one at a time.
Okay, I'm sorry. I didn't want to have nothing to do with her. That's her friend.
How long ago was this? Because I'm trying to put some time on this.
This was in the last 3 years, even before that. Then, when I used to hang out with that friend, she used to mention a man named Ronnie. Oh, I'm gonna go see Ronnie, but I'm not thinking it's my Ronnie. But then I don't know no other Ronnie. She used to always tell me, oh, I'm gonna go meet Ronnie later on. And I'm like, what Ronnie? Do I know him? She goes, I don't know if you know him.
I'm sorry, Miss Rivera, you're a better woman than me.
Oh, I left.
Because I think I would have caught a case on the real. And I'm not, I'm not that kind of girl, but I think I might have caught a case.
If I may, Your Honor, again, there's one thing that I can say. I'm willing to take a lie detector
He's a
test.
liar.
And I told her.
He's a liar.
I told her this. It's just that I can't afford it.
He's a
depending on what
liar.
it costs. I will take a lie detector test and I'll prove my innocence.
You know what?
And then guess what?
Mr.
And then
Mariani,
I can't take
by
it.
that time, if it doesn't change, then guess what?
You know what? I need to know if you have looked me in the face and lied to me.
Mm-hmm.
I need to know.
Yep.
If you've looked me in the face and lied to me.
I have not, Your Honor.
He's looked at me in the face and said he's lied. I know you're Your Honor. I mean, ma'am, sorry, Your Honor. I'm upset, but...
No, you have every right to be upset
know?
because I'm going to tell you what, if I heard my husband on the tape and I
tape.
knew that voice was not mine on that tape
I
with
know
me.
it's not mine.
Your Honor, I'm willing to take
You're a
that
liar.
exam,
I want that
and
test.
that'll prove my innocence,
And not only
Your
that,
Honor.
also,
I guarantee
in between, one time, during that time, I came home, he kept calling, where was I, where was I? I didn't know. Anyway, I come home to find blood stain on my mattress. I don't get no more. There's no other female in my house. So he had changed the sheet. He can't come up with the next, everything is, I didn't do it, and that's it.
I had a cut on my head. Now, granted, it's not gonna give out that much blood, okay? But that was, the stain or whatever it was, Your Honor, was there before we moved in.
That's a
Okay,
lie.
and we picked up
He's
the rug.
liar.
We took the rug off.
Off of what?
We took it off.
I thought she said it was on the bed.
It is on the bed. That's what I'm saying.
But this is part of that also.
No,
because
no,
it's
no.
a-
Blood on the bed
Doesn't
Okay,
go.
and it
does not
wasn't
get
that much.
on the floor.
The stain, supposedly that she's speaking of, Your Honor, was on the floor. And it was a
No,
big
that's
one.
a totally different.
Okay?
Listen, Your Honor.
You know
sorry,
what? I
Your-
beg your pardon.
I'm sorry.
I changed my mind. I don't need to give you a lie detector test. I don't need to pay for a lie detector test. I am the lie detector test. I find you to be probably the biggest liar that I have seen in this place.
Oh.
I believe you are 100% lying. So does everybody else in this room. We believe you are 100% lying. And guess what? You have not shown anything that gives me any trust in you, Mr. I'm going to be having phone sex while my wife is laying there sleeping.
Sleeping.
Okay, I tell you what, Miss Rivera, I'm never gonna tell somebody to leave their man, because that's your man. You picked him. But girl, you got a lot of living to do. You might need to start living it with somebody else.
Here's the divorce
You
papers.
do all this.
Okay? Sign
good.
them.
Good.
Here's the
No
divorce
problem.
paper.
I'll
Take
sign
them.
it.
Take them.
That's what you want?
Take them.
Robert, what was that?
That was a mess. This guy just lied about everything.
I know there may be people of the opinion that she's just paranoid, but I just heard lies coming out of his mouth the entire time.
Yeah.
She can't be that paranoid. She knows if it was her on the audio tape.
She would know she's on the audio tape. But we got to go back to the story about the cable box. Listen, this woman wasn't checking the cable box. Maybe the cable, but not the cable box.
Ooh, you know you wrong for that.